Hello, have we arrived here?
We arrived here.
Where are we?
Where are we? We're in Beijing, and we're in the Aman Hotel, very traditional hotel. We're trying to get our heads around it at the moment.
Your head round it?
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to get your head round it. You're
No,
supposed to get yourself
I know.
in it.
I'm very tired because I don't know what time it is, really, to me. But
Okay.
anyway, thank
So,
you for that interview.
are we gonna have a nice time?
Yeah, we're going to have a lovely time.
Hope so,
We'll
Judy.
have a better time tomorrow because we won't be so tired.
Good. Bye-bye, Judy.
Signing off now.
Bye.
Over and out.
Well, here we are at the Aman Hotel in Beijing. It's it's not really quite what we expected, but very traditional and very Chinese. I suppose, what else would you expect in China? And the hotel manager, Richard Yap, is explaining that this was part of the Summer Palace, where actually the servants of the emperor lived. Now it's been taken over. Well, actually it hasn't been taken over. Aman have agreed to run it for them. Still owned by the government, as most things are. Now, this is the entrance to the hotel where we were very nicely greeted, I must say. It's pretty cold here, but very bright and very dry. This is a pond was all frozen over, just melting a bit. This is our good friend Kevin, who is going to show us Beijing today, our Beijing adventure. Say hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Where are we going today?
Today we are going to the Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square, and
Fantastic. We're looking forward to it. Thank you. Okay, so Kevin was explaining to us the terrible corruption there is here. You have to bribe everybody to do everything. Even the doctor, if you're going to have an operation, you have to give him some money beforehand, otherwise perhaps the operation won't go so good. And also there's a limit. There's 22 million people living in Beijing, and actually they only allowed so many cars. So you have to ask permission to buy a car, and you won't always get it. Also they only allow certain cars on certain days. So it depends on your registration. Some days you won't be able to use your car. You're also allowed now to have only two children. Used to be one, now it's two. And if you have another child, and you have to pay £5,000 equivalent. But if you don't pay the £5,000, then that child cannot be educated, that child cannot get any health or welfare or anything like that for all its life. So this is Tiananmen Square. Big security, because they don't want any repeat of the problems that they had in 1989 or anything like it. It's a massive place. Massive. You can just imagine the tanks and all the students. It can hold 1 million people in this square. Kevin said that you have to be careful here because some of the people, they offer to take a photograph of you, and they might be secret police. A lot of secret policemen around. This is the front of the Forbidden City. Hello, Judy. Hello, Judy.
Hello, David.
We're going inside where the emperor used to live with all his concubines, and it was like a big jail. It was called originally the Purple Forbidden City. Now we are almost inside the Forbidden City, and we're learning about lucky numbers, 6 and 8. 6 is a lucky number, 8 is for a lot of money. So you keep going inside further and further. This Forbidden City goes on and on and on. It is a massive forbidden city. Maybe that's why it's forbidden. Now here's a nice chap. Good looking fella. So this is the Forbidden Garden from the Forbidden City. Scholar Tree. Scholar Tree?
David?
Scholar Tree, yeah, I got it. Bit different from a lavatory. So, Julie, where are we going now? Going somewhere. On the rickshaw?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be an adventure. So, we are travelling through the Hutong area, which is a Mongolian area originally, and it's preserved by the government. Julie thinks it's very smelly around here in the summer. But it's not as smelly as Delhi. It's very smelly in Delhi.
It's not that smelly. I don't remember it being that smelly.
So here we are in the house, inside of a two-bean family.
Some information about the family. Yes.
Well, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Love seats.
Yes.
So the dog here.
50 square meters.
Of the dog. Yeah, the picture. This is Madam.
Julie, where are we going today?
Going to the wall.
We're going to the wall.
And we're going up to the wall in the cable car. Closed one, thank God.
Closed one. Very good indeed. All right, and Kevin is here. Good morning, Kevin. And we're ready to go, just waiting for the driver.
Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong, yes. So here we go on the cable car up to the Great Wall. And Julie's in the cable car.
Feeling very nervous.
No. You nervous? Never, Julie. Julie, tell me.
No,
You got your eyes closed.
yeah.
Another cable car in another Great Wall. Under the cable car is about 600 meters.
Oh no,
That is
that's
very scary.
yeah.
And here we are. Julie, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready for this?
This is the easy one.
The intrepid traveller.
But this is the easy one.
Yeah.
Now you've got a decision.
Shame that the weather isn't so good, because we could see it snaking away into the distance. Here we are at the Temple of Heaven. Just Kevin is going to get some tickets. They say if you touch this door, the handle, it will bring happiness. So we'll do some touching of this. Yeah, feels quite nice actually. I quite like that shape. I wonder what it reminds me of. Temple of Heaven. Now Kevin says that although they say they don't have any religion, but they have the Temple of Heaven and they go to pray for luck and all the usual things. Seems a lot like religion to me. Confucius, him say this is a very nice place. So this is Hakisack. It's clever. Whoa! Great game. There we go, leading up to the Temple of Heaven. Maybe it leads all the way up to heaven. So here we are, Temple of Heaven. The top layer is the heaven that they like to worship. And the middle layer represents the government. And the bottom layer, oh no, the middle layer represents the emperor. And the bottom layer represents the government. So we're in the Olympic Village, and this is the Bird's Nest Stadium. China lost a lot of money in these Olympics, but they showed the world that China is much more modern than it used to be. And this building, built like a dragon, it's a hotel called the Seven Stars Hotel. Okay, so we are here in the Summer Palace, which was for the Emperor and the Dowager Empress, who changed everything, typical woman, and very impressive. So this is the chili, not Jilly, but chili, and it mythically is the object that the people would tell their troubles to, and then this chili would tell the Empress, which could be Jilly, so chili tells the Jilly all the troubles. So we come around to the lake, and look how beautiful this is. Very beautiful. So Kevin is explaining that the arranged marriages in those days, they still have arranged marriages here now, but it was the same for the Emperor and the Empress and so on. And the Emperor, the last Emperor, not the last Emperor, the one before the last, he was arranged a marriage to a woman, and he said, okay, I'll be your husband and you'll be the Empress, but I will never love you, and I treat you like my sister. And he was in love with a concubine, and the Empress, she told the eunuchs to take this concubine and throw her down a well, which they did, and that was the end of her. We're told this is the longest corridor in the world, and it's full of paintings, and every painting is different. It's taken a long time to finish this corridor. It's a very pretty place. How lovely to spend your summers here. So this is the marble boat, and if you see this boat, your family should be stable like the marble. Neil, good morning.
Yeah,
this
good
is
morning.
Neil. He's going to show us around Xi'an on today, which is New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Yeah. Where are we going, Neil, today?
We're going to visit the Terracotta Warriors today.
Okay.
Then we're probably going to visit the pagoda.
Okay, if we've got the energy.
All right, good.
Okay, let's go. So, here we are, the Terracotta Warriors. This is pit 1. There's thousands of these warriors, thousands of them that were buried by the first emperor to protect his tomb. And originally, when they found them, they were all broken. It was found by a farmer who's now a very rich man. It's a massive site. They think that are 8,000 of them altogether, but they have excavated so far about 1,800. And originally they were all painted, and every face is different. Every face. At the Han Dynasty mausoleum, and these are very small terracotta models that were also buried, and the ancient Chinese believed that they would come to life and serve them. So these are like concubines and eunuchs and servants and so on. These are only partially exposed. So the darker ones are men and the lighter ones are girls. They buried jade as well. And this is the whole life of the people who died, rather than just the warriors. Look how many people are represented here. Hundreds, thousands of people. So here we have bones of real animals. So they not only buried the clay animals, they buried the real ones too. So these would have been inside a wooden box, which of course is gone after 2,000 years. But if it hadn't gone, they'd have all been like this. Yes, this is a museum.
This is the museum. From the left to right, we read from left to right.
Yeah.
The first one, that means Tang Dynasty.
Right.
The second character means Bo, that's museum. So Tang Dynasty Museum. We also call it Xi'an Museum.
Okay. Good morning, Julie. How are you this morning? Ready for this? Happy New Year.
The characters, they look like pictures, paintings, and you can guess what are they.
Sun.
Good. Sun, moon.
No.
Yes, mountain. And this one?
Rain.
This one is wind.
Is.
Yes. How about this one?
Snow?
It's a river of water.
Ah.
Okay, first make sure it's always straight up, vertical. Thumb in the middle, index, middle finger upside, second, middle finger inside. Okay, very good. Now dip a little bit ink. Let's practice.
Yong. Well, it's very good because you should remember it forever. Yong. Very good, Julie.
Oh, thank you.
So for the first time,
No problem. This is my name. Oh, complicated.
David, 大卫德，David。 means big, strong.
Oh, not really.
Hui means protecting your family. De means good morality.
Oh, good morality.
Strong mind, protecting your family, and also with a good morality.
So we are here at the city wall, and Neil was telling us very interesting that in Chinese system, the woman does not change her name when she gets married. So the surname is always the same. Quite interesting, I didn't know that. Okay, so we're in the centre of Xi'an. This is the old drum tower, 600 years old. And we were talking about the high-rise apartment blocks because they've torn down a lot of these old buildings and built the new tower blocks. But what happens to the people who are living in the old buildings? And Neil explains that when that happens, these are all government developments. Government does everything, local government that is. And people who are living there, they get compensated very handsomely. So what they do is they move them out and they give them somewhere else to live while it's being developed. And then when it goes back and there's a new apartment block goes up, they give them 3 apartments. So they live in one, they rent out the other 2. Sometimes they get money as well. So everybody wants to move.
Judy, where are we going?
See the pandas.
To see the pandas.
Higher, higher.
Higher, 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 Judy. here, where are we at? People's Park.
Yes.
People's
And
Park.
there's a lot of people here.
There is a lot of people. And
Yes.
a temple as well or something?
Something, there's a temple, I don't know what's in there. Well, it's a magical mystery tour.
要尿尿吗？
Right,
好，
making
要尿吗？要请你。
a
你要什么？
from
来尿尿，来嘛，拿到嘛。养。 你说是不是那个来卖的那个没得赚的38，要不要嘛？要那个我就给你拿。要啊，对，要要。
You like that?
I think I have that.
And here's the lady making them.
哎，我们买个这个，30个。
So this is a museum for embroidery and brocade.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Lini.
Thank you very much for showing us around.
Okay.
Okay. Very interesting.
For weaving the brocade.
Yes. How old are these looms?
This green one, this one is the original one. It has more than 100 years old,
Wow.
but now still can work.
Fantastic. So this is double-sided embroidery, all done by hand. Each thread and so fine. Good morning, Lee. Are you Lee or are you Oscar today?
Well,
You
Lou
can be
or
either.
Oscar.
You can be Oscar.
Both,
Okay.
it'll be
both,
fine.
Okay. So we're on the boat,
Yeah.
and where are we going today?
Well, we just do the boat cruise along the Li River
Li
to
River.
Yangshuo.
And it's supposed to be very beautiful. You tell us.
I think so.
We're
Today
looking-
it looks it'll be a nice day. Beautiful day today.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jilly.
Hello.
Good morning, Jilly.
Good morning, David.
What do you think about this boat trip?
Shit. It's
Jilly, they're
horrible.
very rude.
I hate it.
That you like the scenery.
I
I
hope it's worth it.
Hope you
That's all
have
I
a
can
good
say.
day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Jilly,
So, David,
where are we going now?
we're going on a night boat cruise.
And wasn't it interesting what you said about the cormorants
Yeah,
and the way
very
they're
interesting.
fishing?
Very
They train
clever
them to
birds.
catch the fish for the fishermen.
Yes.
And then they bury them alive,
Yes.
the bastards.
Yes.
It's very nice here, isn't it?
Well, we'll
Bit
see. I'll
calm.
tell you after the cruise.
All right, Jilly. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
and we were just having our first dinner at the Fairmont Hotel. What a place this is. I'd say it's like Times Square meets Canary Wharf on steroids. It's just an unbelievably vibrant place, and staying in a beautiful hotel. This is just incredible. Good morning. This is Mr. Wu, our guide.
Shanghai.
And
so I'll show you around this area and the square here. This is all the old Shanghai.
All the old,
the original Shanghai.
The original Shanghai Ming dynasty. So different from the rest of Shanghai. Looking down the old town. This place, Chinese New Year, we couldn't move very hard. I imagine. And in the park opposite our hotel, 30 people were killed because of the crash. Pretty garden, all these koi carp. Very, very pretty. Pretty garden, Julie.
Very pretty garden. Lots of fishing.
Lots of fish.
So lucky, no rain. You know the weather forecast tonight after 9 o'clock in the evening.
Rain.
I
Oh.
hope Monday.
Okay.
I'll pray for you.
Okay, so we are here at the Jewish ghetto, and we were learning what we didn't know, that Shanghai had quite a big Jewish community during, the early beginning of the century, and during the First World War, a lot of Jews came here because they didn't need visas to come to Shanghai, but then Hitler put pressure on the Japanese to implement the final solution in Shanghai, so they built this ghetto, put all the Jews in the ghetto. After the war, a lot of Jews left. There were 10,000 Jews here then. After the war, a lot of Jews left, and in 1949, Israel repatriated a lot of Jews. They reckon there's no more than 500 Jews at the most here now. This is a new shopping centre just about to open in Shanghai. An unbelievable place. Expensive area when you've seen this. And technology with a curved escalator. Never seen a curved escalator before.
$15 billion US.
15 billion US dollars.
To build
For Marcus View is waste money.
But just a German technique.
Yeah, just German technique.
But it must save a lot of traffic.
Yeah,
Going to the end.
yeah. But no, it's not big. It's not so many people.
Here we go. Actually, 431